guys, Jade Holling here from Photo Factor. I get asked so often, what is the best camera I should buy? And so this video is not to get into the specifics of what the answer to that question should look like, but rather to give you some additional food for thought when answering that question so that you can make sure when receiving advice that it is advice best catered to what your specific needs are. So some of the questions you need to be asking yourself, I think first and foremost is, where are my images going to end up? Are they purely for digital? Are they going to stay on social media, or are they going to go to print? So those are probably some of the first questions you should be asking yourself. Secondly, I mean, why that is because that will determine what type of camera you want to get. I mean, for example, are you also going to be wanting video capabilities like I need for this kind of presentation? So those are the first kind of questions you need to ask. And then I think really, what is your budget? Because I think if you're able to spend whatever, your budget is limitless, you kind of, why not go get yourself the best kind of gear available? How much do I want to spend? What brand do I want to use? Okay, so now here's the thing. There's a couple of brands. We're going to mention a couple of them, which I'm sure you're pretty much all familiar with already anyway, right? So there's Canon, there's Nikon, there's Sony, there's Fuji, Olympus, Panasonic, and a number of other ones. And so all these brands have been around for quite some time. And the fact that you've already heard of them and know about them means that they are already well positioned in the market. And all of these cameras are providing really great high quality equipment right at the entry level sector. So you can't really go too wrong in terms of which brand you use. However, what you do want to consider is, what is the brand you choose, or the brand you're looking at, what is their position in the world market? Where are they standing currently in terms of innovation? What is their after-sales service like where I live? What is the warranty that they offer on their cameras? So those are the kind of questions you want to be asking. In terms of who you ask, I think this is super important. There's so many times I see this question getting posed on photography forums on Facebook, and I think this is a really bad idea, because what's going to happen is you're going to get a number of opinions that are quite firmly rooted in personal bias, i.e. this is the camera I use and therefore have an aversion to all these other brands, and so I recommend what I use, don't buy those. This is not good advice, right? I mean, sure, there's some merit in, okay, this is what I use, I'm really happy with it, it's tried and tested, and therefore I think you should give it a try. There's merit in that, of course, but if you're posing the question on Facebook, you're going to get bombarded with a whole bunch of various answers, which I think are actually going to just confuse you a whole lot more. Rather get onto Google, find third-party objective reviews which aren't affiliated with the brands in any way. And that will give you a far more a fair opinion on what it is you should be looking at. The other option is to, of course, go into your local camera store. Bear in mind, however, that if they have any kind of branding on their shirt associated with a specific brand, that means that there's some kind of an affiliation going on there, which is fine. It's great that these brands get it behind the camera stores and help them along and assist in whichever way they can. But the advice you are given might very well be swayed in favor of the brands that they are associated with. And so if you are going to get advice from your local camera store, perhaps try out 2, maybe even 3 other camera stores, just so that you get different opinions. And bearing in mind that you will get different opinions, which just gives you more food for thought. You're going to be spending a lot of money, so you want to make sure that you get the right thing suited and catered to your needs. So allow for a little bit of back and forth, chopping and changing between ideas before you decide what is best for you. Here's the really good news, guys. is that great images can be achieved with just about any camera. I'll say actually any camera, provided you know how to use it properly. So whenever you do buy a camera, they always come with a manual. I recommend that you read that manual from cover to cover. They can be a bit boring and tedious, but that way you'll get to know your camera properly, and then go out and play and experiment and learn and make mistakes, and that's all part of the process. And before you know it, you'll be delivering the kind of images that you see everybody else doing, or at least you'll be well on your way. If you've enjoyed this video, please do subscribe to my channel. We'll be doing a lot more product reviews in the future. Be safe, be cool, stay kind, and I'll catch you soon.